welcome to the Joe Pub Quiz! Yeah. Now, we have a slightly different show to bring to you today as Kevin Ashman is currently cruising around the world. But fear not, because we've got a replacement him. He's a friend of Kevin's. He's a very good quizzer. He's represented Britain at World Championships. He's multiple world and European titles to his name. And he's even got a gold medal at the Olympiad. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Tim Westcott.
Thank you.
Tim, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the Joe Pub Quiz. I just want to know first, what's it like to be friends with Kevin?
Well, he's a very good quizzer, so that's the main reason we're friendly with him.
That's a glowing endorsement of Kevin Ashman. What's he like as a friend? He's a good quizzer.
He's a lovely man. He's a good friend. Travelled quite a lot of places with him, which is also very difficult because wherever we travel anywhere, he likes to see all the museums to make sure he can assimilate all that knowledge. So I'm more of an American tourist, being ding, ding, yes, move on. But
I mean, as much as this is Kevin's show, obviously he is cruising through it. We're not jealous of him at all, but you've stepped in, you've stepped up. There's pressure that comes with that because he's on a 5-win streak. He's missed a quiz himself. I mean, how do you feel about stepping into his shoes?
Well, I'm feeling the pressure. I had a reasonably early night last night. I only had 3 pints of strong Belgian beer rather than my normal 8. So that my mind is fresh. So I'm trying to give it my best shot today.
On the other side of me, of course, Tim will be taking on, well, usually it's 2 comedians, but one of them does have a very funny bone in his body as well. But I'll introduce our first comedian. It's Sam Williams, everyone. Sam, you're making your debut on the Joe Pub Quiz. Yeah. We've been trying hard to get you in for a while, but you're finally here. This is special.
Yeah, I'm delighted to be here. Quizzing's been a huge part of sort of reasons why my family's fallen out over the years. So it's amazing to finally get the opportunity to do it under the lights.
Yeah.
Huge moment.
Those amateur days now
they're over. Yeah.
He's going pro.
Yeah.
I do feel like we're at a bit of a disadvantage because whilst arguing with the family over the Monopoly board, it's a good qualification for quizzing. We don't have a medal between us, do we?
No, we don't. My parents are quite good quizzers. They're undefeated in the Crick Owl pub quiz in Wales for a few months. No, for I think a year. I want to say a year and a half, and they haven't been banned yet. But they're still very much of an amateur streak. It's pretty low quality leagues out in regional Wales. No offence. A bit of a farmers league. Yeah. But we'll see we'll see how it rubs off or whether it's in the genes or not. Do you know what I mean?
It's got to be. And of course, joining you today, Sam, is Joe's very own, the head honcho, my boss as well, if you didn't know. But I'm not going to take it easy on it. It's Oli Dugmore, everyone.
Oh, come on. Yeah, big round.
Oli, we had a late pull-out, you and I, in substitution.
Yeah.
How's it feel? You've been obviously watching this show, hopefully, for a while.
Yeah, I watched the show. Look, I'm confident. I think before we started, Tim was saying that he's been banned from most pub quizzes in Swindon because he's that good. I don't have anything like that to bring to this. Look, I'll try to be a bit funny. Hopefully, we can make it relatively competitive.
Surely you've been banned from like a slug and lettuce or something.
I've been. Do you know what? Actually, there's a pub in Swindon I'm barred from.
Well, there we go.
The Rat Catcher.
Rat Trap, yeah.
Rat Trap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Story for a different day. I did some journalism down there. They weren't too fond of it. But other than that, yeah. I've been to Swindon once, so that's me.
Interesting speciality as well. Animals.
Yeah,
sharks.
I love animals. Yeah,
sharks.
Yeah, big time sharks. If you show me a picture of a shark, I can identify it.
Yeah.
It's my area of expertise.
Yeah, top that, Tim.
You must have enjoyed Mastermind's semi-final a couple of weeks ago because the guy that was his specialist subject.
Can't say I saw it, but I will catch up on it.
Just before we start, guys, we did need a quiz team name.
We were chatting just beforehand. We sort of panicked, scrolled through the news agenda, and there's been some fiscal rules chat. So we're going for Rachel Reeves' quiz call rules.
So first round, as always, is general knowledge. If you want to play along at home, click that link below. But now it's time to quiz.
Straight in, no
sweaty,
no hamstring,
knees weak
or anything.
If you are new around here and you're watching for the first time, Tim, being our professional quizzer, will lock in first, and then it'll be over to Rachel Reeves' quiz school knowledge to confer and put their answers down as well. First question is, which English king was known as the Lionheart? Confident look from... Oh, Sam's just taking the board. I think he knows it. Are you locked in, Tim?
I'm locked in.
He's locked in. Can do a bit of conferring if you want. Rachel Reeves is quizzical knowledge.
See, I would have gone one less, but I think you're right.
You sure?
Yeah.
You can say you're right. If you want to
He's locked
in. Yeah,
We're toying between... Is it Richard II or is it a different Richard?
I put Richard III.
I'm going to need you to get to an agreement.
Yeah.
What you
Yeah,
want
no,
to
we'll
go
go for
with.
it. Go on, we'll shoot for that.
You sure?
I think it might be
No,
second.
but if
I don't know.
But
I've
if
just
you
got a
know
hunch.
King, I don't know. I know Richard. I don't know the number of.
You know
outlets
Diggs.
to put after. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know Diggs. My problematic fave is Richard Nixon, because he's the only person who's held office and actually ended up admitting that what he did was wrong. of any political stripe. He didn't want to, but he actually did.
Yeah, go on. Let's go. Yeah, go on. We'll go third. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
You've gone for Richard III.
Yeah.
Where have we locked in, Tim?
I've gone for Richard I.
Richard I. So we're gone for a Richard.
Oh.
Now,
Imagine
this
if
is
it's
a good
second
first
with
test
two.
because you're going to get an ounce of like what Tim is good for.
Yeah.
And do you think he's right?
Do you know?
I do now because he's a quizzer.
I mean, you are technically quizzers now.
Yeah, we are. quizzes,
Sorry, I've got to stop the imposter syndrome.
Do you know what? I think it's split the difference between the two. I think it might be the second.
The second,
Yeah.
can confirm. Tim's got it right. It's Richard I. Richard.
Well, at least we both got it wrong.
Richard
Yeah,
III is the guy they found in the Leicester, buried in the Leicester car park.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you
Car
have
park
any
king.
interesting facts about Richard I, or why he was known as Lionheart?
Well, he fought in the Crusades.
Yeah.
I think he spent 6 months of his 10-year reign in England. He spent most of the time either in the Middle East. He spent a year as a captive of the Duke of Austria.
Nice.
But apart from that, yeah.
Well, do you know what? I can't even say you're wrong. I was just going to say, yeah, that's so totally accurate.
Did he?
Yeah.
Was it the reason he spent so little time? Because he came back and essentially died when he got back to England. Is that right?
Well,
he died
He died in France. I think,
he died attacking a castle in France.
Yeah.
He was shot with a crossbow through his shoulder, which went septic and killed him.
Yeah.
Tim takes an early lead. Next question is, what is the world's largest landlocked country? God, Tim is quick. He's writing in an answer already, not to get in your heads, lads. Right, he's locked in. Feel free to confirm. Rachel,
I don't know that
Reeves'
many
knowledge.
landlocked. I know Bolivia is landlocked.
Okay. Interesting.
Those are quite big land masses.
I was going to go for sort of central or Eastern Europe.
Okay,
Is where I
yeah.
was thinking, but
Where are you thinking there?
like a Hungary.
Yeah. Is that? Yeah, because that's in that. Yeah.
So I guess the question is, which is bigger?
Yeah. I don't think I could even name 3 landlocked countries.
There's one of the Balkans that Croatia has sort of taken all the coastline of in
It's not Bosnia.
sectarian border. Yeah, but it's too small.
Yeah.
It's too small. Are we in the right ballpark?
Not really.
Right. Okay.
He's that confident. He's that confident. He's just point blank telling you now.
You're cold at present, there you are.
Yeah. Oh no, we should obviously be looking at Africa.
Oh yeah.
Central Africa.
Yeah. There we go. Chad.
Yeah. DRC.
Yeah, also massive. I watched Soundtrack to a Coup d'etat, great documentary about Patrice Lumumba.
Nice.
Yeah, should go DRC? It's on my mind now. I'm like,
It's like you're booking a holiday.
Yeah,
Would
yeah.
you actually?
Where should we go? Should we go?
I've got a friend from the Congo as well.
Yeah.
He'd be happy if I put it down.
Let's do that then.
Down.
Yeah. Let's go for it. Yeah.
Shout out DRC.
What did you base your answer on? I've got a mate there.
Yeah. I think it is. I think it's a large Central African country.
Yeah.
So you have locked in. What have you locked in?
Democratic Republic of Congo.
Nice. Where have you gone?
I've gone for Kazakhstan.
Oh, the
you were
stand.
right, you were right.
He's got it right. It is Kazakhstan.
Oh no.
I would never have thought of Kazakhstan as landlocked.
Tim, perfect
I'm an idiot.
start, mate.
The 10th largest country in the world.
10th largest and largest landlocks as well.
The DRC is a big country, but it also happens to be on the Atlantic Ocean. Which,
Well, there we are. Doesn't count.
Yeah.
Idiots.
Yeah, morons.
How do we not know that?
Yeah, morons.
Yeah.
What's the is it in Kazakhstan the Hell's Mouth? That huge sort of burning gaseous hole in the ground. Have you seen that?
Never seen that.
There's
I think that's
Did you
in,
mean the Houses of Parliament?
I think that's in Turkmenistan.
Turkmenistan.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah, confuse the stands.
Next question is, who was the first Republican US president?
Oh, wasn't it?
That's how you speak through if he doesn't.
Pretty sure it's the first one. George Washington.
Yeah, I think so.
Locked in?
I'm locked in.
Locked in.
Or was it Abraham Lincoln?
I'll go Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would make sense given the...
Ollie, do you feel a sense of pressure with these questions?
Massively.
Considering you are the founder of PoliticsJOE.
Massive.
And the writer of these questions.
Yeah, I do.
How is your American politics history?
Not great, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad has a degree in American studies, so he'll be...
Tell you what, your parents would have been great.
Yeah, they would have been really good. You can get one of them.
They're available, yeah. Just for the record, he was calling it a farmers' league.
They're a lot funnier than me
Start of
as
the
well.
recording, yeah.
Have we locked in on
Yeah.
this side?
Yeah.
Oli Dugmore's political career hinges in the balance. What have you gone for?
We've gone for George Washington.
Tim, where have you gone?
I've gone for Abraham Lincoln.
Tim is correct. It is Abraham Lincoln.
I'm happy that at least I said it.
Yeah.
That means we're
And
on.
he
It was one of the
surges
two.
into a 3-0 lead.
It's bad.
I don't
right,
think
second
Washington
leg,
had belonged to any party.
Yeah,
at
that
the
was
time.
what I was wondering. Was why did they even exist at
Ideologically
that
Republican,
point?
but the party didn't exist until.
Yeah.
Tim, you've got him drinking water already. You've got him on the ropes.
Sweating.
We've just got to play for fun. We've got to play
we
for
do.
pride.
Yeah, just start.
Just for the
really
love
got
of
to
the
start
game.
getting in his head. We've got to do different tactics,
Yeah.
surely. Next question is, what is Homer Simpson's middle initial?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so, man. Would you draw across the top?
Oh yeah. I don't know calligraphy like you do.
If there was any doubt about who the professional is here, we're currently debating about how you draw a letter, how it's written on the page.
Yeah, but you are the calligraphy side.
Yeah.
You're locked in.
I'm locked in.
You
or not?
don't
I think
seem
that's
too happy
Bart.
with this one.
I'm not sure about this one, though.
What this?
Okay.
I think it could be, yeah.
Yeah.
It might be the same, though.
Are you locked
Is there
in?
anything else that's shouting out to you? Because I'm not.
No, mate. Let's stick with it. Let's stick with it.
I feel like it might.
Sticking with it?
Yeah. Oh,
I feel like it might.
nah.
No.
Go with the original.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, you locked in. What have we
Locked in.
gone for?
J.
What were you struggling with writing, Jay?
I didn't put.
The
I didn't put a line across the top of this letter. You
This
see.
is more like just official.
Or a dot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just drew like sort of a third of a penis.
Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah. I've never heard of it like that, but yeah. That's fair. What did you go for, Tim?
Well, I don't really know this. I've gone for C.
C. Okay.
We
I-
actually, we nearly went S as well, but we backed out.
Yeah, that was my
HSS.
second guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you didn't. It's Jay.
Come on. On the ball.
Jay
Glory back.
On the ball.
Simpson. And suddenly Tim is sweating
maybe
because
3-2
Rachel
if we've
Reeves'
got
quizzical knowledge have come back.
Yeah.
It's 3-1. They've got the first point on the board. It's not an embarrassment anymore. Last question.
embarrassed.
Last question
crap.
in general knowledge. K is the chemical symbol for which element? Right, you can confer out loud. He's locked in.
Yeah. No.
It's potassium, isn't it?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, you do know. You've got the answer. written
Well,
down
no,
in
I
front of
do
you.
know, but until you lock in, I'm not going to
Look, we're locked in,
confirm.
we're locked in.
We're locked in.
Potassium.
Immediate potassium.
I went for potassium as well.
You have potassium. It is potassium.
Come on!
Of course,
Well
K
done.
is the symbol for potassium.
What happens
And-
if we both get it right? It's a point each.
Yeah, point each.
Oh,
point each.
okay.
Yeah.
Or at least we're still in the race.
Yeah.
So at the end of that round, it is 4-2 to Tim, who's standing in for Kevin. That was the general knowledge round. 2 behind. Happy with that start?
Yeah.
George-
I'm gutted about Abraham Lincoln.
I was going to
can't
say
lie.
Lincoln's the big
It's
one.
feeling it because like 4-3 is very different prospect.
Yeah.
But you know what? We're warmed up now.
We are warm.
We're coming. That was a 2 correct answer streak. Maybe.
Yeah, we're streaking. We are streaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel good.
Tim, great start, but rocked on the Homer question. I bet you thought it was all going to go Tim's way, didn't you?
I did, but I've watched every episode of The Simpsons, so I don't know why I failed to get that one. But
You've watched Simpsons?
well, most of The Simpsons, yeah.
And you didn't get that one right.
No,
Maybe you should start watching a bit closer, Tim.
indeed.
Sorry, I do this to Kevin all the time. I realise it doesn't quite have the same effect when a person doesn't know you.
I just think you're being really mean right now, actually, George. We don't have this track record of banter, so what you're saying feels quite vindictive, actually.
I'm upset.
Yeah. Don't do that, Kim.
I know.
Take that if you don't want to. Yeah.
But Tim, you happy you start?
Pretty much so, yeah.
Well, you're 2 points ahead. Next round coming up is the geography round. If you want to carry on playing at home, click the link below. And if you're new around here, what happens is I will ask them questions, and the answer will obviously be a country, and they have to correctly locate it on the map. If you guess the correct country but don't correctly locate it on the map, you don't get a point.
Okay.
So, are we all ready for the geography round? I only need a dot on the map as your answer. So the first one is, what country has the most motorbikes?
Ooh.
Most motorbikes.
Oh, interesting.
I don't actually think it's.
Are you locked in?
I think I'm locked in, yep.
Are we?
Tim is locked in.
Are we
This
talking?
is pure number.
Are we doing per capita?
Pure number.
Total number.
Total number.
Motorbikes.
Motorbikes.
But I'm only going off of Napoli here. Do you know?
Yeah.
I mean, going off Naples.
I think if we're talking raw numbers, I think you have to be looking in Southeast Asia.
Oh, that's a good shout. Oh, what about
And then because
the Philippines or
Yeah, but then because it's raw numbers, I'm sort of thinking China.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Bosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. That's good logic. No matter what happens, that's
We're
great.
proud
quizzing.
of our deduction.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I liked the way you went with it. I did like the way you went
That
with
makes me think we got it wrong.
it. Where did you go?
He's
Tim?
doing-
Oh, but it got me worried now. It's obviously either China or India. But I went India.
That's a great shout.
India.
India's a
Good
great
answer.
shout.
China or India, one of you is correct. And it's Tim.
Oh.
India possesses the most motorbikes in the world. Next question is worth 3 points. You're gonna get
Oh my God.
You're gonna get a point for every correct country. That
Oh
you give me.
no!
Right. Here we go.
Give me the 3 countries where Coca-Cola is banned.
Coca-Cola's back.
Yeah. 100% there.
And you can only have 3 guesses. You a Coca-Cola drinker, Tim?
I never drink Coca-Cola, no? Never.
You'd love it in these countries.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting.
Always gets a bit tense in the geography round.
Yeah. Great. That one. Yeah. That one.
Interestingly, Tim, whilst we're waiting, have you locked in?
Yes.
Why are you banned from Swindon's quizzes?
Well, one was when our team members had a fight with the landlord. Not because...
Oh, I wasn't expecting an answer like that. Usually with Kevin, it's just like, yeah, because we don't really want to beat everyone.
That wasn't me. I didn't have a
You
fight
were
with
fighting.
Yeah. And I think it's he upset some other landlord at one point. Yeah, but no, generally because we won too many quizzes.
Really?
And I mean, if you win too often, you shouldn't go back. You've got to give a few weeks off. But some of the other guys in my team didn't take that view. They used to just go and keep playing until they destroyed the quiz.
Yeah.
Which was a bit stupid, really.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
that'd be a
that's
bit
a shame.
fuming, mate, to be honest. Like, there's bar tabs on the go. Like, we're not smart, but we want to win, and you come in with your knowledge.
So what we do at the moment is, every third week we'll throw it, so we only win the third prize or something.
Oh, nice.
I love that you can just do
Stay on the podium, no.
Yeah.
Stay on the podium.
Bronze this week, guys.
Yeah. We're going to throw the quiz.
Yeah.
Throw-
We're still
No, it's
going
nice.
home with a box of lint.
Yeah, what do you get for third place, usually?
Well, the one we play, it's £100, £50 and £25 to spend in the bar.
Still won a bit of money though, didn't
So
you?
you pays for your beer for it.
I bet if you came fifth one time, you're like, yeah, we're through that.
Yeah,
Well, you didn't at all, did you?
But they keep changing the rules to stop us winning as well, which is
Oh, the establishment's against you.
basically sometimes if you get the last question right, you win the whole quiz.
Yeah.
So you might as well just you can go to another pub and turn up at like 10:30 and just try answering the last question.
Yeah, just wait till you get to the last question here when you're 7 points ahead.
Oh yeah, I should have given you that idea, shouldn't I?
Are we locked in?
We're locked in.
We are, yeah.
Okay, give me your 3 quizzical rules.
We went with Russia,
Yep.
North Korea, and Cuba.
Okay, where have we gone here?
I've gone for North Korea.
Yep.
I've also gone for Bhutan
Okay.
Oh, that's a great shout.
and possibly Eritrea, as it's run by some nutter. So he might have banned Coke, but
Okay, we've got all 3 locked in there.
We just went solid, sort of.
We went old school.
Yeah, communism, capitalism.
We went
yeah.
pre-fall of the Iron Curtain.
I can confirm
Wall.
the 3 countries where Coca-Cola is banned. North Korea,
Come on.
Russia,
Come on.
and Cuba!
Let's go!
Unbelievable!
Back in the game, baby.
3 points.
Back in the
3
game.
points for quizzical rules.
Yes.
Pandemonium in
It
the
is
quiz.
pandemonium.
Pandemonium in
It's
the quiz.
pandemonium in the
Guys,
quiz.
you're within 1.
We are. Touching
What,
distance.
what, a,
Sweating.
what a grab that was.
Yeah.
I know. Proud. Super proud.
Yeah, that was great stuff.
Sometimes life gives you moments.
Yeah, it does. That was
Treasure
one of
this one.
That's why we play. That's why we play.
them. That is why we quiz.
Yeah, that's the end of the quiz. Yeah.
Can we stop now? Yeah.
You losing.
Yeah, but it's a spiritual. It's a symbolic victory.
Can we just stop the quiz here?
Yeah.
Guys, you're losing.
Well, yeah, but let's end the quiz now, and retrospectively, last person to get the last question right wins the quiz.
Yeah, very good.
Last goal wins. I like it. I like it. Last question on the geography round is: what country consumes the most cheese? This is per capita.
per capita.
Interesting.
It's very interesting.
I think that's a good shout. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Look, I think you're
Tim
looking.
is locked in. Feel free to confer out loud.
I think you're looking at the sort of the European butter versus oil axis.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think we're looking
But
at
then-
Northern Europe.
Yeah, yeah. But and then the problem there with Switzerland is there is an Italian contingent. But
Yes.
Northern Italy is still more butter focused. you
Yeah.
see.
They love their hard cheese.
Yeah. So
I think Switzerland's a good shout, my man.
should we go?
The obvious answer feels like France, but because it's got quite a high
yes.
population, I wonder if per capita Switzerland wins out.
Reminds me of Sol Campbell every time. I think France.
It could be a rogue one, like
Yeah.
a Scandi country with kind of goats and sheep and stuff.
Or like the Greeks and the halloumi and such.
Yeah, feta.
Oh, and feta.
What's your favourite cheese?
Mozzarella. Give me a cold ball of mozzarella straight out of just straight out of a packet, plastic packet, just straight into my mouth.
Well, it wasn't even like fresh from the farm.
Yeah, no.
fresh from the sort of
Fresh from the supermarket refrigerated shelf.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to be consumed in Florence. Whole mozzarella thing into my mouth immediately.
Do you have it with any tomato, a bit of balsamic as well, or?
I would get a second one to have on bread with tomato and balsamic.
The first one raw dog. The
Yeah, it's
second
just
one
me and
garnish.
mozzarella.
Yeah.
You get it all in at once.
I tried to. Yeah. I'd need to get travel insurance out to do that, though. You see, so I need to think about it.
Cheesy
I'd
ball
love
gag.
to see Sam Williams on holiday, just a ball of mozzarella.
Yeah, yeah.
Shall we go Switzerland? I back you on that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do
Favourite
Switzerland.
cheese?
Manchego.
Manchego.
Love a manchego.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Favourite cheese, Tim?
Stilton, I would say.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah,
Swindon
iconic.
through and through.
Nice.
I do like a very old cheddar. You know,
Very
when it
old.
has the crystals in it. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Lovely.
What's your favourite? I feel like no one's asking you, George.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it just always happens on this fucking quiz. um,
What about me?
Yeah.
I think to the host
uh,
today.
I love a halloumi, but I love mozzarella. Mozzarella, buffalo mozzarella is elite, isn't it?
It's versatile.
But I love a brie, actually. I love brie. Brie with caramelised red onion chutney
Oh.
is stuff.
Have you ever had brie and then creme brulee after? That's crazy because they're the same shape. Especially when you cook them, they're like basically the same thing, but so different. So different.
Oh, sorry about this, Tim. I know you're used to maybe a more higher level of quiz.
Should we move the quiz forward?
Yeah, what have you locked in me? You locked in
Canberra,
Switzerland.
creme brulee.
Switzerland. We've gone Switzerland.
Tim.
Okay, I'm not sure, but I've guessed Netherlands.
Yeah, it's not a bad
Netherlands
shout.
is a good shout. Can confirm the correct answer is Switzerland!
Come
on! John
6-all.
levels. Same
Let's
geography
go.
has gone horribly wrong for
we
you.
don't want.
How do you feel? Your lead's just been wiped like that.
Oh, the pressure's on now. I don't want to let the side down, you know.
I know. Kevin will be fuming. He will be
Do you think
fuming.
he'll be fuming? He's on a cruise.
He's
Do you
on a
think he cares?
5-win streak.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
on a 5. He'll be watching this. He's always fuming. He's always quizzing. That's Kevin Ashman, baby. At the end of that round, it is 6-all. Geography round is a great round for you guys. How you feeling?
Yeah, the great leveler.
Yeah.
The geography round famously.
You must feel on a high.
Yeah, I kind of do actually.
I've enjoyed that round for what it is. It was great. It was a victory for us as a round. I do feel like we've just gone through Tim's weakest round, though. So I just want to enjoy and sit in this whilst we have it.
Bro,
But
aim higher.
no, of course,
We're drawing.
We ask people questions on the streets, and what we'll be asking our quiz contestants today is that we ask the British public what TV shows couldn't be made today. Write 5 guesses down on your boards, and you get a point for every correct answer, which lines up with what the public said. So the question was, obviously, what TV shows do they like, or maybe don't like, that couldn't be made in today's woke age?
Yeah, I know what you're going to write down without saying it.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah.
That one and then,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep.
Ollie, can you just confirm that you haven't seen this Vox?
No, well, I've seen a bit of it.
Oh,
Oh,
well, I can just
okay.
we can just solo.
Keep him away from that whiteboard. Your title as head of Joe means nothing here, Ollie. Nothing at all.
Then I think. Well, do we have to wait for Tim to look at his answer before we start conferring? Sorry.
He's locked in.
I'm
He's
locked
locked in.
Okay. So obviously we've got the Lucas and Williams double header,
Yeah, come fly with me on Little Britain.
and then I would be inclined to say like a bit of Harry and Paul, like Ruddy Hellett's Harry and Paul.
Yeah.
There's certainly a bit of blackface floating around in some of those sketches.
Yeah, and there's like all the sort of ghost face
Yeah.
stuff is like quite sort of it's all like very chav stereotype stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
So that might be it.
But I wonder if that would come to mind on a vox pop for people.
Yeah,
like
true.
how many people actually remember that?
You got to think of the clientele that we're speaking to as well. No offense.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm like. It's a big smorgasbord. I wonder if there's a reality TV show that could have.
Oh yeah, like Fat Families.
Oh yeah,
Families.
Was
Yeah,
that
sorry.
the guy who used to walk around
Yeah.
saying, "You fatty"?
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. I think that's up there.
Depending on if you ask someone, like I could see an older person just being like what's it called, like Faulty Towers or
Yeah.
Only Fools and Horses,
Yes.
for like no reason.
Yeah. I think Faulty Towers.
Yeah.
I think Faulty Towers is a good shout. I feel like the Black and White Minstrel Show is too old for the people of the.
Yeah,
street
I
in
imagine they're
Manchester.
thinking more like post 20th, like sort of late 20th century onwards.
Yeah. Do you think that's
Kevin hates this round.
late
Hates
20th
it,
century onwards?
Depends who you ask.
Yeah. Do you think there's
So
I
60s,
think I fall into
70s
that
onwards.
trap.
Do you think there's kind of like
You can lock a few more in if you want to.
Oh, can I?
I was thinking
Yeah,
maybe
because I think this one
I was thinking maybe like
maybe
Jeremy
is a
Kyle,
little bit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I can give
yeah.
you a free pass.
which obviously is cancelled
Yeah,
for those exact reasons. So I think that's probably. I'm pretty proud of that. I think
That's a good. That's a good list.
Yeah, I'm proud of that. Then.
I'm happy with that list.
Can you
I think it
confirm
addresses
to me
a range
your
of
list
vox popables
of
as well.
what you've gone for?
Jonah.
Yeah, sure. We've gone for Come Fly With Me, Little Britain, Fat Families, Faulty Towers, and the Jeremy Kyle Show.
Nice. These are worth a point each. Where have we gone for?
It ain't half hot, mum. Unfortunately, the younger people might not even remember that one.
I don't. Yeah. It has to be said,
A
Tim.
lot of blackface in that. Faulty Towers, Love Thy Neighbour, The Benny Hill Show, and Little Britain.
Benny Hill's a great.
Benny Hill's a really good shout.
Yeah.
Great shouts all around. Let's see exactly what the public said couldn't be made in today's age.
What's a TV show you couldn't make these days?
Come fly with me.
And In-Betweeners.
You couldn't get away with Little Britain now. Proper English humour.
Couldn't get away with it these days. It's just a bit of a snowflake generation, isn't it? Everyone's a victim, but...
Probably Little Britain, maybe.
Little Britain, come fly with me.
The In-Betweeners.
Only Fools and Horses.
The Mighty Boosh.
Okay.
I did think about that.
Okay, so Mighty Boosh
Only
was on
Fools and
there.
Horses.
Only Fools and Horses was said over on this side.
Yeah, I know,
And
I
you
know.
didn't write it down.
But it's the same as it had the same chance as Faulty Towers, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So how many did we get right? We've got,
got
Come
two.
Fly With Me, Little Britain. We've got 2 over on that side, and we've got Little Britain over on this side.
Well, I feel like most of the ones I wrote down would not be allowed to be made today, but obviously those people didn't agree with me. So
Yeah, well,
I only got
this is it.
I only got
It's
one.
crazy, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be fine shot for shot. Like
I don't know if there's something I'm not remembering, but I
there's some deeply offensive stuff, but like I think what people don't remember is that like especially like people under the age of like 23 are like really insensitive.
Yeah.
So like it'd be absolutely fine.
Yeah,
In
but
between us, that's really surprised me.
yeah, it has.
2 points, though. You've taken the lead.
Yeah.
Oh,
You've taken the lead. It's 8-7. 8-7.
brother, let's go.
Come on.
Choo choo.
So quiz school rules. Tim, Kevin famously hates that round. Do you share his sentiment?
I'd have to share the sentiment at this point in time.
Yeah.
Shot in the dark, isn't it? Yeah.
The quiz school rules have taken the lead, and now it's time for famous faces. So if you bring up the sheet of paper with all the faces on them, all I need you to do is write down the names of the people on there, and there is a bonus point for the link between them all.
Yeah.
They're all linked somehow. And if you are playing along at home and you are enjoying this quiz, why wouldn't you be? Why don't you put your scores below? Even take the link. Go and play the Joe Pub quiz.
Are we putting them on board?
Yeah, I think it's probably easier, isn't it?
Yeah, you can either write them on there, write them on the board. It's completely up to you. Remember the bonus point for the link.
Well, we should be able to.
Shabba.
Is your woman in the middle kind of like the keystone, or is it does the layout, is that representative of the fact that she's the kind of the glue that binds them all, or
No, it's just the way.
layout?
It's just the way that it happened.
It's like a dice.
I would say something, but I'm not giving anyone any clues.
Yes, it is.
I don't even know who that is. Why does that name come out?
Great job. Great job.
Okay.
Are you locked into?
Not yet. No.
Right. So what's the connection?
Kevin also hates this round.
Yeah, no, it's,
Oh,
But I don't.
what does she do?
Tension on the quiz. There's a lot to play for now.
So it's a point for each name, right, and then a
Point
point
for
the
each name
connection.
and 1 for the connection.
I think you could have been onto something with that. Certainly, sort of here.
Yeah. I feel like she has. But I don't really.
Do they have co-star? Like there's a co-star that's common between all of them, maybe. I feel like if we can think about him,
Yeah.
because he doesn't do very much.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Where, as opposed to kind of, this and this and this. There's so much canon.
He doesn't do much.
No, his repertoire is.
It's limited.
Yeah.
I just think,
I've always thought that about Gervais.
Yeah.
He's not walked in yet.
yeah.
He's supposed to be a friend of Joe.
Are you locked in?
I guess I'm locked in as far as I'm going to go now. Yeah, I'm afraid.
Tim is locked in. Feel free to say what you want to say out
I don't know.
loud.
So the connection. I think we've got all the names.
Okay.
But the connection. I feel the only thing I could know off of enough of them is that they've hosted the Golden Globes, but I'm not 100% sure on that. maybe they all like cats. I know that, but that's only going off of one of them.
If you
really.
now Google all this and they all love cats, you're gonna say, well, they all fucking love cats as well.
Yeah.
I think hosting duties is a good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Should
do
we-
think.
I mean, I can't think of any movie that they've all been in or
No.
a director that unites them.
Yeah, I think that's the way.
Are you locked in?
Yeah, we're locked in. Yeah.
You can't think of anything that links them all. You're gonna. Okay.
The host is mocking us.
Yeah. Can we have top left, please? I'll go to Quiz School Rules first.
Amy Adams.
Amy Adams, where have you gone, Tim?
I look like Mrs. Mrs. Sasha Cohen to me.
Oh, Isla Fisher.
But
Amy Adams is correct.
Yeah.
There's a point there. Amy Adams is correct. Tim, where have you gone top right?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey? Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Spot on. Point for both. Now, middle. Where have I gone for middle? I'll go to Quiz School Rules first.
Daisy Edgerton.
Not correct. Where have you
No,
gone?
I thought Daisy. It could be. No, it's not Joe Wick's wife, is it?
No.
Okay. No, I haven't got anything.
Dakota Johnson.
Oh, I would never have got that.
50 Shades of Grey.
Ah.
And other films. Bottom left. Where have you gone?
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell?
Yep.
Will Ferrell is exactly correct. And bottom right, Tim.
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais?
Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
Ricky Gervais is correct. Now, what links them all? Where did you go, Tim?
I'm thinking they're all married to famous people.
Married to famous people? Not quite. That's incorrect.
We said Golden Globe hosts.
Incorrect. The link between them all, they've all appeared on The Office.
Ah.
They have all appeared.
Of course.
So if we thought about his repertoire, we'd have got there.
Yeah,
The logic was right.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
logic was
Logic
right.
was
Quizzing.
right. The big
fundamental
she
skills.
actually
Exactly.
was.
Lost nowhere.
Dakota was actually a bridge. No, I didn't make it like that, but she did bridge it all because she's the one that no one really remembers that she starred in The Office because they cut a load of her scenes.
Oh.
But they did. They all appeared in the US office, and obviously Ricky Gervais co-wrote and had
yeah.
the UK office as well. But he was in the US office.
Mm.
Learn
Yeah.
something new every day. At the end of Famous Faces, it's 12-10 to Rachel Reeves's Quiz School Rules.
There we go.
There we go.
0-0, you know.
What a tongue twister that is. Tim, you have got it all to do. We've never gone into the last buzzer round with Kevin being behind like this, so you've got it all to do.
Pressure. I like
Under
pressure.
pressure.
You like the pressure?
Yeah.
Pressure breeds diamonds, baby.
Yeah.
For tyres, mate. It's for tyres.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh my God, it's last orders.
Oh, it's last orders. Oh, God.
Oh, quiz.
That sounded just like a bell.
So what this means is that we go into a buzzer round where the first question of the chosen topic will be worth 3 points. And of course, that would give Tim the win. But I will be going to the comedians to see which category they want to choose. Now, lads, we have got sport, history, music, film, or animals.
Oh,
You choose it. Those 3 questions
My
per
better-
category. The first question is the hardest. That's worth 3 points. Then it's 2 points. Then it's 1 point.
my better rounds are. Wait, what were the? Could you repeat the?
Sport, history, music, film, or animals.
Sport and film are my stronger areas. Obviously, sport is.
I think sport is off
It will
the
be
cards.
taking on.
What you've done.
I
It
don't
would be
think.
really taking the bull by the horns.
Do you want to do that? I feel like we're throwing.
you
the
love
quiz.
animals.
I do love animals.
Yeah,
I do love animals.
I reckon I've
think-
got enough animal knowledge.
I reckon animals-
to support
Yeah.
you and your passion.
I think music could also be a differential between the two of us.
Yeah, yeah.
Should we do animals? Want to do animals?
I'm happy with animals.
You're a big
yeah.
film guy. Big film guy.
What do you reckon? I think animals, but this is an opportunity for me to embarrass myself as well because I'm saying it with my chest.
Yeah, but I like venturing in, wading into the unknown a little bit. I like because it's one of those topics that whenever it comes up on, something like Pointless, they just never go for it, and it's like let's give it its time of day, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Let the
You know, it'd be really ballsy sport.
it's because he
wants
wants
sport.
He wants a comeback for Tim. That's why he's angry at sport.
Narratively, it's really good.
Imagine though you say sport. Let's fucking take him on his own game.
That's what I think.
Yeah, go on, shall we?
Yeah, because it's
Yeah,
just
sport.
like we don't have
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't mean to persuade
No,
you.
no,
Sure.
but I would enjoy it. Obviously,
I just
but
want-
it's a buzzer round.
I
and
want-
he's going to come in first on the buzzer
I
every
want
time.
the record to show that I think this is an objectively insane strategy.
It's because
to
it's-
take the quizzer
No,
on at his
well,
expert round.
Here's why we're not locking it in yet. The thing is, in a normal round, I would say let's do sport.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's a buzzer round, and he's going to buzz every time. He's going to get everything right, and he's going to buzz in correctly.
Yeah.
It's not a question of us holding on. It's us not being able to get an answer in.
First question wins it as well. So if he answers correctly on the 3-pointer, that's it. It's done.
Oh, what? Wait,
It's 3 points to the first question. So
yeah, but that would only put him 1 point in the lead.
No, I say it's done. And then if you both get it wrong, we move on to the lesser of two evils.
Okay, right. Yeah.
I think animals, bro.
Yeah, let's do animals.
Let's do animals.
Incredible scene that we've set up for the end of the Joe pub quiz. I hope you've all enjoyed it. It all comes down to this. They've selected animals. This is worth 3 points for your first question. First buzzer, they get the answer. And then if they answer incorrectly, it gets passed over to the next team. If you both get one wrong, we move on to the next question. First correct answer ends the game. 2 points in it. Tim needs it. I feel like I'm building this up very nicely.
Good job building this, George. I'm nervous.
First animal question is, what type of animal is a Flemish giant? Tim's locked in first.
Pause for dramatic effect. A rabbit.
He's got it right!
Oh, no.
Fair play.
This guy!
Fair play.
Look at that. That was
Wow.
That was great play.
That's
That was
impressive.
incredible.
Wow.
How did you know that?
Because there's that huge rabbit, you know, that it looks like
Yeah.
a 5-year-old baby, you know.
Yeah.
That they Belgians hit with the back of the head and eat because they're a bit, you know,
That
bit cruel, the Belgians.
was touch and go.
Sorry, Belgians out there.
Oh, we've got a big contingent watching.
Yeah.
I am buzzing right now.
Yeah,
the
it's fair.
adrenaline's coursing through me.
Yeah, yeah.
That was high octane quizzing.
Yeah.
I'm sure you knew that.
Well, I can't say I did. To be
Really?
honest. No, well, it would have been a complete guess. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
No.
I was going to say bird. Because birds are my
Oh.
favourite kind of animal, and the
Yeah.
only species of animal that I actually know anything about.
I was gonna say kind of some type of amphibian. It felt kind of like a frog or a toad.
Yeah, I would never.
There was a
accept
lot of
rabbit.
hesitation on the buzzer. It just didn't come.
No,
It was
No.
Mark Detrue's favourite animal.
I think clearly Tim deserves to win.
Yeah.
like he knows he knows
He knows his
what it is.
quizzing. He
Yeah.
knows his quizzing. We got as big of an advantage as we could on the rounds that favoured us, but ultimately just the fundamental quiz knowledge and quizability won out, and I think that's great for the state of the game today.
Nice. Tim, you've come on. You've conquered. You must have felt the pressure going into that.
Well, I didn't want to let Kevin down, so I'm immensely relieved. I shall, email him immediately. I think he's somewhere in the Baltic Sea at the moment, so he's waiting, on edge to find out.
I think
what
he'll
happened.
sense it. I think you'll know.
Yeah.
I'll ask him that when I call him. I say,
When-
"How do you, what do you sense?"
When we were leading the quiz, Kevin sensed a disturbance in the force.
He was probably mid-speech to the
Yeah,
whole room.
yeah,
Like, ooh,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Wait,
Doing his presentation about how he became
fuck's
a
sake,
quizzer,
Tim.
thinking that he was about his, that he was at the end of his quizzing life as he was talking
Yeah.
through that
Wow.
presentation.
All of a sudden, he's just punching the air.
Just to sort of calm our spirits. What was the sports question? What was the first sports question?
do you want to go for it then, boys?
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Well,
just
double or
play it.
nothing.
Yeah.
All or nothing. Yeah, go on. All or nothing. All or
I'm not
nothing.
sure that's against the rule, just for fun.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
No, I want to put a stake on the
I want to
table.
put money on it.
Yeah. All or nothing. All or nothing. The quiz. Come on, for sport. Come on, Tim.
Goad you
Come
into
on,
it.
Tim.
I can't-
I'm not part of this.
Kevin's not here to authorise this. So I'll put
you want-
a
do you want-
tenner on the table.
Tenner on the table. Oh!
Gambling man.
Point in it, so either way, this could decide the quiz.
No, we'll do it for money. We'll do it for money. I've just
going on here?
I've just thrown £10 at a professional quiz.
Oh wow,
Oh my God.
Here we go.
What's
Here we go.
going
Come
on?
this is unbelievable.
This is high stakes stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Look at that. The hands are already on the buzzer.
You see, we could do that, but you would then.
should.
you'd then
Yeah. We're gonna have to just get in anyway.
Yeah.
And just guess.
Which goalkeeper holds the record for the most clean sheets for England with 66?
Shilton.
It's Peter Shilton!
Oh my god, we actually would have won it.
It's me, a quizzer for money!
Unbelievable stuff. Wow.
What can I just say?
Should have gone
Would you rather win money or the quiz?
the quiz.
The quiz, man. Yeah, I would have rather won the quiz. It means more.
Yeah.
It means more.
Kind
But
of
look,
gutted to know that.
I think at the end of it all,
We should have been bold.
as it, no, he wouldn't put a fake note on the table.
Real Tim.
Tim is a man of honour. He wouldn't
Tim,
do
you
that.
stack up.
Yeah.
Here to present to you the £20.
It's like a big check. We'll hold it and sort of smile at the same time.
That's unbelievable.
Wow. Could you imagine if we'd chosen that? We would have won.
I would have gone earlier then if you know.
Yeah. True. It was
There's nothing to play for.
Yeah, it's just
Thank you for giving us.
you've got too much money, haven't you? That's what it is. It's like giving it away. You look like a used tenner, mate.
He's giving it away. He's giving it away. God, that was my heart is racing, George. I think quizzing won today.
Yeah, I really do.
I think it's a romantic quiz.
Yeah.
Quizzing one.
Yeah, I think quizzing won. I think, Tim, rightful winner of the overall quiz. There's been a consolation for me because, a tenner in the bank.
Sam's got nothing.
What have you got, Sam? Happiness?
I'm just thrilled to have been a part of this.
Yeah.
And to have experienced quizzing in such an environment. Yeah. And
Thank
to
you.
bear witness to some incredible. I got the three.
That was cool.
That gave me a rush. I haven't drunk for 4 years, and that was the closest I've come to happiness
Really?
since. Yeah.
You 4 years sober?
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you very much.
That's really
yeah.
impressive. Well done.
Yeah, but that was a buzz. That was a real buzz. Getting all through,
Yeah.
getting 100%ing something like that was crazy.
And can I just say, this is the pinnacle of my career, right here, with you guys.
George, really?
Quizzing. Yeah, this is just, I've been in the game a while, but this is just the pinnacle.
Guys, I think we're sharing a moment.
Yeah.
We're really sharing a moment.
And I hope
right
you
now.
guys at home are sharing that moment as well. Hope it's coming through the screen right at you. Yeah.
Joy of life, hey?
The joy of life.
Well,
God, this feels good. Tim, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the quiz.
Thank you very much.
For standing in for Kevin. I think you've been amazing, and hopefully you get unbanned from Swindon. Just the quizzes. And of course, we have had our comedians on as well. Let's give a hand for Tim, actually. Come on, he's filled some big shoes. And of course, our comedians on the right-hand side, we have had Sam Williams. And Sam, if you want to look into camera number 2, tell us where we can find you and what you've got coming up.
Yep, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Sam Williams Comedy. I am doing my first hour-long comedy show at the Edinburgh Fringe this August. It's called Touch Me Not. And I'm also doing a bunch of previews in London and Brighton. There's one in Hastings. I'm doing a bunch of previews before August, and I post about all of them on my Instagram if you want to follow me there and find out about that.
And Ollie, what have you got to plug?
I guess please keep watching the quiz. If you're here watching now, it's pretty good sign, I'd say. Yeah. Thank you for watching the Joe content. It means a lot to
And
me.
you can find your socials as well.
Sure. Oli Dugmore on Twitter and Instagram. Please do follow me. Thank you.
Hot political takes.
Oh, yeah. Only the hottest political takes. Yeah, it's insight like that led to us naming our team Rachel Reeves Quiz Cool Rules. Yeah.
This is it. I hope you've enjoyed it at home. For me, one of the best quizzes we've done. And if you are new around here and you did enjoy it, please subscribe to the channel, like the video as well. Go and check out the Joe Pub Quiz in the link below. Hope to see you next week. This has been the Joe Pub Quiz!
Come on!